Hi, my name is Jane Orlov. I'm here with three other superstars, and they are on my left or right, I don't know. Andrea, Tracy, and Franco. Oh, Franco added his name over there. So we are here to talk about Asante Organics and the super. I'm like the newest one in network marketing and internet marketing, and I want to get this superstars, leaders with huge experiences and huge successes to talk about why they chose Asante Organics. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, awesome, Tracy.
um, well, I've been in this industry for 7 years. I've done both offline marketing, I've done online marketing, I've done the typical stuff they tell you to do, I've done the not so typical stuff, and I've had success in pretty much all of those areas. And the one thing that network marketing gave me was a path to health. Because prior to knowing anything about health, I was one of those people who ate McDonald's 2 to 3 times a week because it was right across the street from where I worked. And I never read labels. I never cared about my health because I was young and I thought, you know what, I'll worry about that when I need to worry about it, right? And so when I joined my first network marketing company, it was in the health field, and I started reading all this stuff, and I watched these documentaries, and I was just like sucking it all in and learning so much, and I really got passionate about it. But on the flip side, I was still very passionate about business and making money and network marketing and being an entrepreneur. And so for me, I've been in a couple different health companies now, and I've been in the industry for 7 years, and I know kind of what's out there. And when I saw Essante Organics and their product line, I thought, this is like the coolest thing I've seen in a long time, because it's something that I can stand behind 100% without a shadow of a doubt, and I can use my marketing skills to help promote it and help to educate the world and, help to make a difference in people's health. So for me, it was really the only choice I had because of the product line and how much of, how solid it is. So that's why I chose it.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
uh, Andrea or Franco, who wants to go next?
Oh, ladies first, Andrea. Happy.
Okay, I'll go. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I I have a different path than Tracy. Well, the McDonald's thing, that's similar, but I've been in the industry for 15 years, and I actually started, I guess I'm going into my 16th year in network marketing, but I started in the party plan format, which is very different than true MLM, built-in residual income. And I didn't know that at the time. I was in 2 companies where you built via the party mechanism, if you will, and I did great with those. I mean, I did great in the sense that it allowed me to, I started before I had a family, but it allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom. It allowed me to be, interactive within my kids' daily lives. It allowed me the choice to not go back to corporate America, or at one point I was in corporate America, but I actually hated my job, and so I was able to quit because I had that income backup. So it allowed me to learn a ton. And like my first company, I was there for 8 years, and it's really where I would say I got like my master's degree in network marketing. Obviously there's always more to learn, but I just learned really kind of, how to juggle all the balls and what you have to do to build and whatnot, and what it really takes. And you learn how to deal with, multiple personalities and whatnot. So I learned a ton throughout that. Obviously, towards the tail end of the party plan experience, I also got really wise to true residual income, so that when you stop doing parties, you still have an income. And I wish I would have known that before, right? But I didn't. I will tell you, none of those companies were in like the health and wellness industry. They were all what I would say, like, kind of the hardline products, like for your house and that kind of thing. And of course, you started over every single month, because there's no such thing as like an auto ship or anything like that with those companies and those product lines. However, I'm married to a crazy athlete, and he used to cycle professionally, and now he doesn't really cycle a whole lot, but what he does is he runs marathons, he runs ultra marathons, which means he runs like up the side of a mountain all at one time for 10 hours straight, or 50 miles at a time, because he thinks it's fun. So he's a little kooky, but he's always been like this major health nut. Like, he brings home ridiculous things you can't pronounce and you don't know why you're eating it, and sometimes you don't want to eat it. It's like, what on earth? I don't even care what this does for me, but this is horrific. So I do remember back in the early days, I'd go to McDonald's and I would drive by his mom's house. She was on the way home, and I'd throw the garbage in the garbage can because I didn't want him to see the garbage in our garbage can, because he would freak out. So what led me to a healthier way of living and making more conscientious decisions was, my last company was a health and wellness company. And really what it boiled down to was, I was getting older and I was feeling crappier. And I just thought, okay, this was the beginning of 2011. And I thought, I've just got to make, I got to make some better choices in my food intake, in what I'm doing, because I definitely don't want to be a burden, in 30 years from now, because of decisions I make now for my children. And so that's how I found my last company, which was in the health and wellness field. And I was really excited about the products for myself. So that's kind of what led to me going that direction and building in that company. I will say I did not take a place or stance of like educating myself beforehand. I really just believed, the company and what they said they stood for and whatnot. And I definitely was excited about that. But then along the way, as I started to genuinely become educated, I realized that, okay, there's a difference. There's either really genuinely healthy and good and safe for you, and there's not. There's not really like a middle of the road, right? And of course, like I always tell people, listen, I'm not like a health junkie in the sense that if you put a donut in front of me and a place of broccoli, I'm probably going to eat the donut. I mean, like, I'm not trying to fool anyone. But what I will say is that as a mom, I just want to make the smartest decisions I can, and things that maybe seem really inconsequential, just on a daily basis with, the products I'm using, not only that I'm intaking, but the products I'm using on the outside of my skin and in my home and whatnot, because I do want to be a good example to my kids. I want to be here for the long haul, and I want to feel great. I want to, be that 73-year-old that thinks she's 21. So that was really kind of what I really was like, okay, I love that. And like Tracy, I'm all about marketing, and I'm definitely motivated to build a business and build an income that allows me to have the lifestyle I want, that allows me to go to second grade on a Monday morning, which is where I just came from, and to really be an integral part of my kids' daily lives. And so that's really just like what led me to this place. I will say the thing I'm so excited about with Essante is that the products really are safe, and you can't take apart any of the product or the ingredients string and say, oh my gosh, but what about this, or this is questionable, because it isn't. And so that, coupled with the opportunity to make money, is ridiculous. I mean, it just makes sense. So that's kind of what led me to this path. Obviously, I was introduced to the company by one of my good friends, Miss Tracy Matthewman, who really is like a total fruitcake when it comes to organic stuff. She doesn't even use a microwave. I mean, really, like, hello, like, but whatever.
I'm working on getting her to get rid of hers, actually.
I just bought a new one. I'm not getting rid of it.
And let's get the story straight, too. She's an organic fruitcake.
Yeah, she's an organic fruitcake. True, yes.
Only organic fruits, yes.
So Franco, let's go to you now. You obviously were very successful. I'm sorry. In another company, and then you dropped the company, and then you were promoting Empower Network. And I wanted to ask you, why on earth would you join Essante and talk about a little bit about the products, because you just tried them, and we're gonna jump into the products with you all of you guys later. But Franco, would you start?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's not to use a cheap pun, but it's, my story's organic in that when my first starter was born, my whole journey with health and wellness has been really started before my journey with multi-level network marketing and then internet marketing, which I fell in love with back about the year 1999 or 2000, when I saw that the tools were becoming more affordable, bandwidth was expanding, and I knew if what we were doing at home parties and with flyers and handing out tapes and stuff back in the mid-90s, if we can build gigantic organizations in multi-level marketing back then and free people up, then imagine what we can do with the internet, right? So that's when I fell in love with the internet. But when my first daughter was born, Olivia, back in 1992, I was active duty in the military. And I don't know if you guys know anything about the American military, U.S. military, but when you're in there, there is no options. You're a piece of property of the government, and whatever they tell you to take, injections, vaccines, you know, what have you, whatever food that they give you, you're going to ingest it. And so I'm not saying it was because of my experience there, because of what we were required to do. However, of my 3 daughters, Olivia was the one that received a full battery of whatever they wanted that baby to take, they put in her body. And consequently, I don't know if it's, I'm no expert in this stuff, but I just know my own life journey is all of a sudden she developed hyper allergies, hypersensitivities. The girl can't eat anything close to peanuts. I grew up on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I wanted to enjoy that with her. She couldn't do that at all. Shellfish, eggs. I mean, we went through a journey of just trying to figure out what can we feed our child. We had to make our own food. We had to do everything different for her. She's very unique. She grew up. She's in university now full-time. She's working full-time. She's pursuing a career path in the medical field in wellness, not sickness. And this is her passion. So all her life, it led me closer to eating better. I was internet marketing, kind of. I blame it on internet marketing. It was really me and my lack of discipline. But I became a junk food junkie too, and I gained a whole ton of pounds. And so I had a weight loss problem, a weight issue, and then I had refocused all this stuff into more wholesome foods and what I can give my daughter. So it always led us more towards reading labels, seeing what was in the labels, because sometimes what they say is in there is not enough. You have to get beyond. You have to figure out what chemicals are in the chemicals, so to speak, because you never know. It might not say MSG, but in whatever that long scientific word is on there, it might be the products used to create MSG-like stuff, chemicals and food. So I was already aware of this. Now you marry that into my career focus, which has been network marketing. I started in the offline world, so I knew that you can share a vision, you could share a message, you can gather a group of like minds together, create a mastermind, project a vision into them, and monetize it and create your own economy. Really, it's free enterprise. It's a home business, and it just came to the internet. So that's been my journey. Essante was awesome because, and you know, the thing is, I didn't leave my last company. My last company left me. But it was a blessing in disguise, because what I found out was, after I kind of, you know, you wind down and you go, well, what's really going on? And I was on a product, truthfully, that my body, after 11 months of being on it, and I gave it the benefit of the doubt, hey, maybe my body will adjust to this stuff. You know, maybe it's because I've been eating crappy food for a long time that it's adjusting to a new regimen. But you know what? I've been on different products. Offline, online, within the networking industry, outside, you know, Whole Foods market and that sort of stuff. So I've tried different supplements and products all my life, all my adult life, especially for the past 20, 21 years that Olivia has been alive, my daughter, because that led us through that journey. So I've been on all kinds of different products. Never had I experienced any kind of, you know, negative issue with anything until this last experience, and my body just never would get used to it. I lost weight, but I didn't feel something's wrong. When your body's telling you something's wrong for 11 months, I don't care if it's the best slice of steak, the best cut of steak ever. If you're taking it and for 11 months your body's telling you it doesn't like it, you got to look for another product. So maybe, you know, blessing in disguise. I learned about Essante because of the networking industry and the relationships that are formed with internet marketing, because I had never met Tracy personally. I'd never spoken to her on the phone. So anybody that says internet marketing doesn't build real relationships, I've got about a 3-hour talk for you. But we met, and I trusted her. She's a great person, phenomenal leader, had a ginormous team. in our prior company, and I saw the way she handled herself and her true colors and what she talked about and how she spread her message, and gravitated toward her. We formed a friendship. So when she told me that she was getting involved in something that was 100% organic, had a weight loss line, and had healthy alternatives and supplements that we can add to make sure that we're putting the good nutrients in our body every day, of course I was going to take a look at it. It's relationship marketing. It's referral marketing. I had a relationship with Tracy. I know her, like her, and trust her because of her internet marketing and the way she projects herself. And so then she marketed me into checking out the products. And I love them. I'm taking them. And let me tell you this one thing too, because I'm on all the products. They send you everything, right? I have them right here. Here's the reds, right? Here's reds. This is my favorite. Here's greens, right? These things like glow in the dark, and they jump out at you and they stand up and whatever. And then here's my weight loss deal, right? This is the chocolate one. My favorite is the other one, like the ice cream flavor one. I throw some berries on it and add the red and the green to it and just mix it up because I have a habit of already doing that. Internet marketing, working from home, made us very, very active. So I'm always on the go. And even though we cook our food and we try to eat as best as possible, there's no way you're going to get every single nutrient that your body might be wanting and needing in every single meal, even a good meal. So I've always supplemented with what I thought was good stuff. So better stuff is just better stuff. So this is all organic, and my body didn't skip a beat. Nothing at all. No constipation, no of the opposite, no this, no that, no bloating, no headache, no migraine. I experienced all of those with the other line. And people kept telling me, oh, it's okay, just add more water, try almond milk. Your body will get used to it. Not to bash anything, I'm just saying that's my story and that's what happened. And I'm like, wait a minute, if I have a product line that I constantly have to justify or create all these reasons, thinking as a business owner, retaining my customers, that's going to be an issue long term. If people have a problem with a whole variety of reasons, they're not going to stay on the product. As a business person, I want them on the product forever. I want them to champion it, promote it, and not feel shy or like they're lacking in their own integrity or like they're hiding stuff, as they promote it, because that will reflect, whether you're offline or online, that stuff comes out in your energy. And people know you're holding something back, or some people, they start justifying the problems, and they spend so much time talking about justification for the issues that you might see that they don't spend that much time promoting the benefits. And so as a business person, as a marketer, I knew that was an issue long term. You can't hype it up enough, So then what I figured here, what I'm experiencing here is that there's no adverse reaction in my body. My body just ingests it, it uses it, it's fine, there's no issue, gives me energy, I like it. I'm on the go, so I'm supplementing all the time with vitamins. I've got my little weight loss lollipop little deals here, and naturally we market on the internet. And that's what I love to teach and what I love to do. But it's funny, because our industry, there's a lot of people that are taking a really good look at going green or staying healthy or getting on better nutritional track, and their awareness is building. So I saw this even before I found Essante. I knew that weight loss and better nutrition, wellness industry, it's just a gigantic freight train, and a lot of the people that I relate with anyway on the internet, they're into it. So I always like to have a solution for them so I can refer them in and they can check stuff out. I'm just a marketer by heart, so it's not like I'm doing this and that or this or that. It's just if I'm eating this stuff and I love it, I'm going to recommend it to my friends. I'll blog about it or video about it, and it's all good. So yeah, it was. I think life happens in mysterious ways, mysterious timelines, but everything kind of aligns perfect, and it's the right thing, and it was supposed to happen, and I'm glad I found you guys. But I'm really happy with the product, the quality, and the people we're attracting. It's really cool.
Awesome. So, Andrea, I know that you said that you are addicted to the lollipops.
I am. I know somebody said, what's your favorite? And I listed like 6 different flavors. And they're like, but which one? I go, no, all of them. There's not a favorite. I love them. They're so good.
Like, because the people who might watch it, they don't know what the lollipop deal is about. Could you cover a little bit what it does?
Yeah, so the lollipops actually were formulated and created a few years ago, and they've been on the scene for a while. I think like over 30 million lollipops have been sold. And what they do is they're definitely an added benefit if you're on a weight loss journey. Yeah, you see the big bag there. There comes 32 a bag, and they're $29.90. You can get an assorted bag, or you can pick, like if you only love banana, you can have a whole bag of banana. And basically, because they're all natural and there's nothing icky like ephedra in there or anything else, it's just going to help curb your appetite. It's going to give you basically, in my opinion, it's kind of that diversion, right? That's going to help not only distract you, but it's going to give your body what it needs so that you don't head to the pantry to eat the bag of chips or whatever. It's only like 4 calories, 28 carbs, if I remember correctly. And it's going to help speed up your metabolism. It's going to help, curb that appetite, curb your cravings, which I don't know if people have cravings like I have cravings, but when I have a craving for something, obviously it's a signal that your body needs some additional nutrition, right? So if you're supplementing, like Franco was saying, typically your cravings tend to go away, if not lessen. But once in a while you still have a craving, and I am the type of person that I would like jump over my children and like skin a cat just to get to whatever it was I was trying to get to. So not really. I like cats, but you know what I'm saying. So I just I love the lollipops. They're obviously easy. Throw them in your bag. You can take one. I typically need 1 or 2 a day. Not always, usually just 1, but it's either in the afternoon when I'm like just milling around, distracted or whatever, or late at night after dinner, after people have gone to bed, and I'm just like thinking, like the cheesecake would be good, or whatever. So, and I'm like the girl that doesn't eat a piece of cheesecake. Like I'd eat the cheesecake.
Funny story. Right before, Tracy, right before you referred me to Essante, literally we were at the mall, and at the mall here in Valencia, California, guys, at the town center, you can go and check it out yourself. There's an organics supplement store. It's like holistic, and they have everything, weight loss, this, that. But we went there, primarily the main focus was we need to stop buying these processed junk snacks for our little girls, because Valerie's in university, so she's on her own. I mean, Olivia's in university, she's on her own. She's 21 years old, but I have a 5-year-old Valerie and a 1-year-old Sammy. And Valerie is at that age where she's starting to kind of get used to grandma giving her these crackers and this stuff and Pop-Tarts and all this. So all of a sudden it's collecting in the house, and we said, no, we got to stop that. So we went in there specifically looking for healthier cereals, and we wanted organic stuff that was good for her, and snacks. And we found this vitamin lollipop for kids and a couple of other assorted things that we were going to start transitioning her into, because she doesn't know the difference. If it tastes good, it tastes good. So then, Essante I have on order, my auto ship monthly now is going to contain a bag of the children's lollipops, which are vitamins and minerals and, no sugar, no bad stuff, no chemicals, no preservatives. So isn't it funny that exactly what we were looking for, it was like a week later, Tracy told me that she had found Essante to check it out. And we didn't even talk about this, but it just kind of aligned with what we were searching for anyway. So kind of when things fall on your lap like that, and it's just that seamless and that smooth, there is no like pitching it. It's just you're flowing into what you were interested in anyway. But yeah, they have children's lollipops too, with vitamins and minerals and good stuff. So.
And they taste good. They don't taste like herbs or like you're licking on grass or something. I really thought, oh, these are probably going to taste like dirt or, earthworms or something. But they taste so good. And I have to say, I have an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old, and they are ultra picky. I mean, ultra picky. And they love the lollipops. So I'm super excited because they don't like taking vitamins. So they're great.
Tracy, I want to ask you a question. Since you are all, I wanted to ask you, because would you cover what's the difference between the product line that have a small amount of products and like we have this huge catalog and it's expanding? I want you to cover a little bit about that issue.
Sure. Well, there's a lot of companies out there that are kind of like the one product wonders, They've got 1, maybe 2, couple little sideline products, but really their main thing that they have to sell people is a one product whatever it is. And, when you're networking, whether it's online or offline or however you're marketing yourself, if you narrow your focus to, only this group of people, then you're really limiting yourself, right? I can't tell you how many people, when I was back in the weight loss industry and my main product was a shake, I can't tell you how many people would say to me, oh, well, I don't need to lose weight and I'm already fit, or I already eat well, or, they had zero reason to consider buying anything from me. And what I like about having a catalog and a growing catalog is that you can offer them other things. So everyone brushes their teeth, everyone does their laundry, everyone usually puts cream on their face or their hands or somewhere. Everyone washes their body every day, washes their hair. Like, there's all these other things that you can offer somebody. And we also have an essential oils line. And prior to getting started with Essante, I thought essential oils were like you put them in the little thing with the candle and you light it up and it's like, it's like Febreze for your room or whatever, like just smell up your house. That's all I thought they were for. And I was on a call the other day listening to the power of essential oils, and I was blown away at what they can really do for the body. So we also have products that, people might know nothing about, and you can educate them and tell them, like, this is what essential oils can do for you. And if you have this issue, usually people will go get medicine or, they'll Google something, but you don't often think of maybe essential oils can help you in a way that you didn't even know. Like, you don't know what you don't know, right? And so there's just, you open up that arena of people that you can talk to because you have so many different things you can offer them instead of just one little thing, here, take this shake and lose some weight. Well, what do you say to a skinny person who works out every day and eats right? Right? Yeah. So I love the fact that Essante has a catalog now, and I love the fact that it's growing because it just means more and more opportunity for people to share our message with everyone.
And
Yeah,
also,
plus, the other thing that I experienced too, if I can chime in a little bit, is at the end of whatever that cycle is, it might be there's benefits to both both philosophies, right? I mean, if you package down to a business in a box or a message in a box, and you just ram that down a very tight market, you're going to see some explosive growth. But what happens at the end of that cycle? How are you going to retain people that already lost 20, 30, 40 pounds? It's one thing to keep trying to reposition that one solution, if you will, if we can use the word, box or challenge or whatever it is, whatever you term your thing, if it's just one thing, how do you retain people? Not only, I totally agree with Tracy. I mean, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. When you talk about wellness, it's holistic. If people are concerned with what they're putting in their body, they're usually concerned with what they're putting on their body, deodorants, toothpaste. If they're concerned with chemicals in their food, they're going to be concerned with chemicals in their cleaning products, what they're putting on their skin, their deodorants, their toothpaste, and everything else. So you're leaving that market unserved because you're trying to cram one really hot message at a part. But at the end of the day, though, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months into the other business that we had retention questions from Bonafide, the builders, the MLM builders that are really they're marketing a comp plan. That's a whole different psychology, right? But if we're really going at our product people and the customer people, and that's one of the issues I had with a few of the prior companies that I've worked with, is that they have a message, and they may have a good magnetic attraction to get real customers, but if real customers are not served after 90 days, after 100 days, if you can't serve, they're going to go elsewhere. And that's where I started receiving a lot of phone calls and a lot of emails saying, hey, I know that you're doing that, but I wanted all of these products, and look at the company that I found, reverse marketing me because they had found companies with more solutions. And so that's what I find too. How are you going to retain your customers if they're done with the one product and you have no way to transition them into different products? This way, we're really marketing into building a relationship with somebody. And what you have to have, I believe, to make that stick long term is you have to absolutely be focused on having high quality products, because Tracy knows if you're not marketing a high quality product, it just opens you up to shotgun blasts from the industry. I mean, every single other competitor is going to be coming at you, and the only thing they want to talk about is those bad things in your products. And if you can't get away from that conversation, you can never talk about any of the other benefits. So here with Essante, that's their main focus. Let's make sure that people know we have a 100% healthy, good, chemical-free, poison-free product. And now we can build relationships and say, well, hey, if you like this line, we also have this. Or they look through the catalog or the website themselves, and the retention is a lot better because there's a lot more to the foundation of why they come to us anyway. So I just think it's a great movement. Plus, they're in organics, and it's all about going green. There's a massive migration coming in with more awareness to that out there. So I just think we're positioned really, really great.
Just to add to that quickly, the mindset of somebody who makes a decision to get rid of the Pantene and use an organic shampoo is kind of sticky in a way, because if they've gone through that education process and learned that, this bottle has, poison, potential poison linked to cancer, all this stuff in it, and this one doesn't, which one are they going to choose? In most cases, once you make that leap, you don't ever really go back on the other side of that fence. So that I see as a sticking point for customers and long-term retention.
And also I wanted to mention, a lot of people don't know what alkalizing means, and we are educating people how, like, if you alkalize your body, then it heals itself, and you don't need like a gazillion of different nutrients. You just need several, and it will balance out your pH inside the body, and all the diseases will go away. But what I wanted to talk about, I see a lot of people who are on these conversations, and they're they're loving some of the products that regular companies have on the shelves, organics, but then they start changing the ingredients to make it cheaper, and then they start like adding stuff, and there's, as you're saying, guys, a huge market of people that actually are looking for toxic-free products, and we're looking at these videos, and people don't know what they don't know. But I wanted to ask Franco about another thing. Why would people who are marketing like services or other MLMs, why would some of them look at Essante as an additional maybe stream of income? And I want you to cover that our company doesn't mind people being in several.
Oh, geez. Yeah, tell me about that. I've been marketing on the internet full time now for over 10 years. I've been in network marketing since 1992. So this is my 20th year in network marketing. The first 9 years were miserable, but I love the personal growth, the audios, the books, the functions, and the personal journey I took to elevate my skill sets and my confidence in a space where I needed that to communicate, right? But all along that line, it was really what I like to term old school network marketing. Beyond the marketing tactics, it was really an old school philosophy of treating the MLM as if it was your church, your religion, right? If you were in the mid 90s, if you were in more than one company at a time, you were, a heretic. There was something wrong with you. You're insane. You're whatever, schizophrenia, or it was very aligned with one thing at a time. That's it. This is the church. Everything else is evil. And I learned not to like that. I didn't like that approach at all, because, for example, back in the 90s, it was either health and wellness or laundry detergent and soap, or prepaid legal plans or something. There was really nothing else. That was in the beginning of the 90s. That's all I knew of. So if I talked to people and they were not interested whatsoever in vitamins, and they were happy with their laundry detergent, right? I was going to sell them a box of laundry detergent. What did I have left? Maybe they were interested in a legal plan because they were a small business owner, and that really was something that would add value to wherever they were in life. So I kind of thought it was a smarter situation to offer your market products and services that they were already looking for and market into their need, as opposed to, I want to show you how to get rich, or I got the best product, cram my product down your throat, even if you're not used to it. So the philosophy of being open at Essante, you have internet marketing now. I mean, look, Essante sent me out this beautiful brochure, right? And you would probably think an internet marketer would look at this and go, oh, how cute, so old, let me throw it over there in a corner. Me as an internet marketer, a content marketer, a video, blog, article, email, Facebook, I look at this as, you know what, I would probably have to have paid $500 to get an outsourced ghostwriter to write me all these articles that I can now make videos about and blog about, right? So me as an internet marketer, I look at this and go, wow, there's so many different things that I can write about, that I can video about, that I can push out there to attract people to see what's going on here. Internet marketing, you need different tools. You're going to need a blog. So in the I guess I got to explain the psychology of our industry. The psychology of our industry is no matter what tool you use or what service you use, wouldn't it be cool if the price of it, your cost of it went away and all your tools silently became an income stream, silent income stream? How do we do that? Affiliate marketing, right? We say, hey guys, your autoresponder, so that you can build an email list and keep in constant communication with your prospects and your teams, your autoresponder costs $19 a month. However, because we understand internet marketing and the power of internet communication and how we can share this stuff, if you refer your team or other people that may not even buy your primary or whatever your products or services, but maybe they see that you're using an emailing service and they want it, well, we're going to pay you a 30% commission for you to share your affiliate link to that tool that you're using anyway. Just refer it. All of our tools ended up being developed in the same way. Now, it used to be just one straight affiliate commission, right? For your referrals, you would get 30% per month of whatever that tool's service is. So with 3 or 4 referrals, now you're not paying for the tools. So your tools, your business is paying for your tools that you need to communicate with a bigger world and introduce them to companies like Essante or whatever you're doing, right? So beyond that, it evolved. You know, internet marketers learned from network marketers. Hey, if they can pay multiple levels and have more residual income built up and be more financially powerful silently, why can't we do that ourselves? So there's blogging companies, you know, education companies like Empower Network or MLSP or this or that, and they got a little more creative with how they pay their affiliates to monetize and incentivize them sharing the tools with other people. I never saw it as evil. I saw it as a freaking no-brainer, right? Because now I can have my whole team using cutting-edge tools so we can get our message out to the masses faster 24/7, and they don't have to worry about that financial burden of paying for these tools, 19 for this, 40 bucks for that, 25 bucks for a blog instead of paying $2,000 for it. But as we grow our team, their tools become an income source silently. As we're communicating, maybe all we're doing is blogging or videoing and social networking about products that we love and use, right? So that's kind of where I only now, after the lesson I just learned, and you have to wonder because some companies say, we love internet marketers, come, build a massive organization for 9 months, and then we'll just kick you to the curb when we don't like it anymore. You know, so I go at it now, and the very first question I had for Tracy is, Tracy, coming off our story right now, I know you know my main question. Will they have a problem with the way we do internet marketing and the tools in my tool chest? Because if you want me to build a house and I'm a carpenter, but you don't like the type of hammer I'm using, I'm not going to take that job. You know, I'm not going to take somebody that doesn't know what I do telling me which tools I can and can't use if they don't understand truly what we do. So Essante being open to that, all of the other service and tools that I use, they're open to additional MLMs too. They don't have a problem with MLMs, and I respect and I respect the fact that this MLM doesn't have an issue of insecurity with our tools. As internet marketers, we're just trying to bring you more customers and more reps. So what's the big deal? So yeah, that's one thing that's very, very important for me now. I will not ever market anything that is an MLM church. If it's a business, let's run some business offline, online, live events, these types of Google Hangout events. Doesn't matter to me. Let's go find more customers that relate with the story, the products, and the service, and get excited about it. However we do it, it's all good. But if they have issues with that, it's a no-go. They can have the best product on the planet. I don't care. I can't build it the way I want to build it, and I'm not going to run around doing milk and cookie parties and doing dog and pony shows at hotels. If I know I can draw more people to one Google Hangout, and now we have this recorded, we can use this and have thousands of views by the weekend. Versus how many people can I put in a stranger's living room? Then they're not going to show up. They're not properly screened. They don't know anything about us from Facebook or YouTube. The people that are coming here right now and the people that are going to come and watch this recording, they know, like, and trust Andrea and Tracy already. So already it's just a better marketing method, So not knocking the offline world, because that works too, but isn't it cool that a brand new person can put their brothers and sisters and buddies and coworkers together in their home and hang out and go to YouTube on their Apple TV and blast it on their 48-inch screen and not have to be the charmed speaker or the talker or the know-it-all. They can just watch this Google Hangout, and then go through the website. So it's just, it's cool that they understand that.
Awesome. So let's Andrea, could you add some of your valuable, you guys is, I love how you actually have this growing team, and it's like welcome every 5 minutes, and how you engage and excite the people. And would you cover a little bit about the golden nuggets, how you do it, and something?
Yeah, sure. So I want you guys to see. Can you see right there what that is?
It's a Christmas tree.
It's a Christmas tree. You win the prize. Yeah, so we're now towards the end of January, and that's a Christmas tree, and it's fake, so don't worry, it's not going to catch on fire. But our team has been blowing up so much so that I literally have not had time to take the dumb thing down, throw the stupid ornaments in a box, which is sitting right on the other side of this laptop, and I walked down here and thought, seriously. But the cool part is that honestly, who the heck cares? Our team is blowing up, and it really is exciting. So I think one of the things that that I would say, internet marketing, just learning internet marketing skills that like things like Empower teaches you. There's tons of stuff to learn, but when you learn it and you actually couple it with action, right? You put it into motion. And then also coming off of what we learned in our previous company, I think Tracy would probably say, and Franco, you'd probably say too, there was a really amazing sense of community. And for me, I definitely learned some things to put into play as far as helping to kind of massage that community and help propel it forward. Obviously, no matter what company you're with, right, you always want to help people win. You want to help them win quickly. You want to make sure that it's really streamlined. It's a simple process, whether that's a corporate, system or it's one that you put into play. I think that for me, one of the things I love about Essante is it's so stinking simple. And if you've been in the industry for a while, you'll do what I did, which is you're going to go through every document and you're going to go, okay, but what about where there's some stuff missing? And it's because it's so simple and you're like, how can this be all there is? But so just helping people like an Essante get to silver. That's really our first mission, which is to make sure that they're having that win. And so one of the things that we do just to cultivate that culture is we have a private group that is for our team only. And at this point, what we have is anybody that comes in as a wholesale customer or that comes in as an executive, they all go into that group. And the purpose of the group is obviously to relay information, really, seamlessly as far as just time, leveraging everybody's time, but also to make sure that we are recognizing people. And we, I think, do a really great job of recognizing for everything. We recognize when you get there, and our team plays team, right? So when Franco brings somebody in and he throws them in our group and he says, hey, I just want to introduce you guys to my friend, Joe, blah, 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 blah. We all jump in there quick and we're like, hey, oh my gosh, welcome. You're going to love it. So excited to meet you. And so it just makes people feel good. And, obviously, if you're in this industry, I think sometimes you forget because that's kind of the norm. That's how we all talk to one another. But out there in the real world in corporate America, that is not how people are treated. They don't get to work and people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you today. And so just that little extra makes people feel good. And, you know, some people are like, they are internet marketers. They're on Facebook. They get social media. They have a ton of fans. You know, they're maxed out on several pages as far as, you know, friends. And some people have, you know, 150 friends. And so they get that extra, like, atta girl, atta boy, and they love it. Like, they rise to the occasion and they get so engaged. Obviously, we use our community on Facebook to relay information, to do announcements, you know, when people hit rank, when people, you know, bring in new executives, bring in new wholesale customers. So it's really just fun. One thing that I genuinely appreciate is there's just a lot of sharing of content. So like Tracy the other day, yesterday, found some little video clip about, you know, like making sure that you're making smart decisions with your cosmetic choices. And it was just this little, you know, video, but it was awesome. And I saw lots of people sharing it on Facebook. So that was really cool. So that's one of the things that we do. I mean, obviously we do Google Hangouts, we do webinars. The corporate itself has a ton of stuff that they do as far as making sure that they are offering support. There's lots of recorded calls, lots of live calls, but, you know, obviously the phone's one thing. Being able to see a video, whether it's a video that we make and we put it on there, or it's on YouTube, or it's a Hangout or whatever, it's just that like more personal connection. So does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I think we should end it because it's taken a little bit of time. I mean, a long time. A long time. And any final words? Just one sentence.
Yeah, I say, you know, if you resonate with product line that we have, organics, going green, nutrition, better quality products, and you already have an attraction towards network marketing and the internet, social networks, take it one step at a time. A lot of people kind of get overwhelmed with everything coming at them at one thing. You don't have to do everything at once. Just enjoy the products for a while, because if they're really high quality products, you can't keep yourself from coming back to your social networks and just letting people know how your journey is going with them, how you're using them, and just work it into the usual conversations that you're having. At the same time, learn one or two little social networking, because it's the fastest. Usually you don't have to pay additional money to learn this type of marketing, and get your message. Learn how to get your message in front of other people. Learn how to expand your network. You know, Facebook, you can search for like-minded people in groups or pages, engage those conversations, and naturally people begin to seek you out, and that's how you start building your Facebook database. So now every time you post something on Facebook, more people see it. Same thing with YouTube videos. You know, just get into one or two little things and really immerse yourself in it until it becomes so habit that it's not even conscious. It's just unconscious. You're just doing your Facebook, doing your YouTube. Maybe get into blogging next, because that's where everything can come into one spot, and get good and comfortable in that one mechanism, and then learn more about the company you're excited about and take it day by day. Just get better. But take it slow. You don't have to learn everything at the same time. Keep it very, very simple.
Wonderful. Tracy, do you want to add something about the February 9th free event?
Sure. February 9th down in Scottsdale, Arizona, we're having a one-day event. We've got some amazing speakers coming. This is a free event. The company right now doesn't charge for these events, so that's pretty cool. And the other thing that I think is going to be really cool about these events is there's not a lot of fluff. Yes, there's going to be recognition. Yes, there's going to be some personal motivation and you know, personal development type training, but there's going to be a lot of product training and actual, you know, training. You can go off and actually do something and get those, you know, those steps going in your business. So it's going to be a great event. You got to come down. I mean, even if you're just considering Essante and you're not in the company yet, consider coming over to Scottsdale for the day and meeting us, and you'll get like a real, you know, a real feeling for the company. You'll meet the founders and the executive board and most of us, and yeah, it's going to be a great event, so you got to come out for that.
Yeah, Tracy and I will take you to get the best salsa of your freaking life.
No, not salsa, guacamole. Guacamole.
Oh, whatever. Guacamole. It had figs in it. I mean, who knew? But it's so darn good. I'd fly there just to get the bowl of it. The waiter, we didn't think we could actually eat the whole bowl between the two of us. And so we proved him wrong. We ordered 2. Yeah, it was awesome.
And we're also going to...
My advice, Jane, is just order a bag of lollipops. Seriously, you'll be so happy. Just order a bag of lollipops.
And we're also going to go to the Renaissance Fair the next day. And I wanted, on the last note, I wanted to cover that I was really, really impressed that you don't have to pay for monthly website fees, any administration fees, or any taxes outside of Arizona, just the product and the shipping. And I was blown away by that and how they have a low entry fee and they're flexible for every different income situation, and it's awesome.
And they're opening in 38 countries too. They can ship to 38 countries. I love that.
Yeah, it's global. It's international already, and it's riding right in the front of one of the biggest tsunami waves of consumer awareness that you'll ever see, with all the news about everything, whether you're a conspiracy theorist or a conspiracy factist, and you just look into stuff or just aware of your own nutrition, your own wellness, and the chemicals that you're putting on your body. Green and organic and chemical-free living and treating the whole epidemic on obesity and just unwellness in this country and up in Canada and around the world. Awareness is building. There's a lot more attention on it, and people are really gravitating towards solutions now, whereas before it was kind of like a shock. You know, are you kidding me? My government doesn't give me the right foods. You know, now it's kind of more, the thinking more is, well, you know, of course, it's a government. It's our responsibility. We have to seek out better solutions. So you're riding the beginning of a gigantic tsunami of consumer awareness, and literally, there are not many options out there that people are accustomed to receiving. Like when I was first getting more interested in organics and whole foods and better nutrition, there was only 1 or 2 different places where I knew where to go get information. And I started reading the labels there, and it was like, what's the difference? It's the same stuff, right? So when people decide to get aware in this niche, they want to get really aware. We've got very intelligent consumers in this niche, which is great when you have excellent products that stand by that prove to be what they say they are. So it's just a great positioning, whether you're more business minded or consumer minded and you're looking for great stuff. It's just a great wave that's coming your way. So just position yourself right there, write it in, and share the awareness with other people. And there we go.
Perfect. I'm gonna end the broadcast on that note.
Bye. Thanks, Jane.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you so much.